Hello, this is Andrew with Simply Made Homestead. Today we're going to go over how to reduce the food waste your quail might produce with their food. So let me show you, it's a quick little tool on what to do and how to reduce it. It will not eliminate it, but it will reduce the buildup. Alright, so this is out of our cages here. These ones here probably waste the most. I'm going to go ahead and put on all of them. And so just to show you what I mean, you can see that pile down there. That is not poop. That is that's the quail's food. So we're going to put a little screen on there and just to help prevent that. So what the quail do is they'll go in there when they're feeding, is they'll grab one pellet, but they'll end up shaking their head, whipping it around, and dispense 3 or 4 other pellets at the same time, and that it creates all that waste down there. So anyways, I'll put a little guard on there to help eliminate that, and so they just go in there and just peck and choose as they will. So what I did here a couple of days ago is I made a template to kind of figure out what works best. This is made out of hardware cloth. We have a bunch of spare hardware cloth, but I didn't know what size to use. So over here, I created this size a little bit larger, and this one here that's smaller. I wanted to make sure they're still able to feed. This one here, I noticed they still had a bunch of food waste on the bottom. So they can move their heads around a lot. This one here, the side, this is only 1 inch wide, and they get their heads in and out fairly easy. So this is what we're going to make. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to take our template that I made the other day and make another piece out of this scrap metal that we have. So we got a lot of this laying around just from creating these cages. Once again, I try to keep things. I like to reuse them, and why throw something out that you can use again? I'm not a hoarder, but I do like to reuse things. Okay, so here we go. This is it. Now I did leave the spot here along the edge uncut. They don't need to eat right along the edge, so they have plenty of other places to eat. Now, one thing that's important also is when you're cutting, you want to try to get as close to the wall, to this line, as possible. You got these sharp tines. We got to grind them off. So that's our next step, is to grind these off. All right, so I just got a little grinder here, and with what's left of the grinder and wheel, use whatever you have. Don't forget your hearing protection and eye protection. All right, so when you're done, just kind of run your fingers in through there. Make sure there's no sharp edges. If they're not going to cut you, it's not going to cut their feathery head or the beaks. So there'll still be some little tabs, leftover residue that you can feel. But like I said, if you don't feel like it's going to be, if you don't feel like it's going to hurt you, it's not going to hurt the little fragile birds also. All right, just so you guys know, this is roughly about 11 inches by 2, plus your extras on the end here. I gave, about an inch or so on each side, just to fit in there. The quail aren't strong enough; they're not going to lift it and pull it out. So they're pretty much just sets in there. Okay, so you can see that the birds are still able to eat. They're not stopped from eating by the wire. They just don't, hopefully, not waste as much food. But I need to measure and just to make sure this is actually true. So I'm going to just take their waste dispenser down here and just rotate it because there's no food on this side. And that way, come back in a few hours and see how well it's done. All right, so we're ready to test. We'll check it out here in a little bit, and we'll come back here this afternoon. Okay, so it's been a couple hours, and I think that's long enough to determine if this is working or not. So I'm going to go out and pull out this tray. We'll determine show you what 5 days worth of food collection has been and what a few hours have been. All right, so I don't know if you can see clearly here. There's a lot of food here, but like I said, this has been 5 hours worth. Over here with the new tray, there's a couple of grains, a couple of small pellets down here, but obviously nothing significant like this. Nothing even close. I really don't, I'm happy with it. I feel like it seems to be working really well. So I will go ahead and do this for the rest of them. I hope you got some value and you learned something out of this today. If you haven't already seen my wife's video, she's got a great tutorial on how to build these quail cages. She goes through it step by step. It's very easy to do, and she tells you all of the materials that you need and how to put it together. So anyways, thank you for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.